Welcome, guys. Tony Porter, Tabletop Baseball Digest, and here we have demo game 3. I kept on saying demo of Field Day Baseball. So this is a game that I have two. I started with 2, and it was a blowout, but now it's 8-5. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The Mets have the bases loaded and nobody out. And I was talking about why I play 1987. They have a very vibrant offense, and they can score runs quickly and a lot of runs. They can be down 8-2 and come back and end up winning 9-8. I've played this season several other times, and that's kind of the way it is. So let's see what happens. I'm just curious to see, and I want to share with you guys. Plus, I will do the in-depth analysis, play-by-play explanations of what I'm doing. So the bases are loaded. Infield, the Phillies are looking for a double play around the infield. It's third to first. It's Schmidt, Aguayo, Samuel, and Dalton. Behind the plate is Parrish. In the outfield, from left to right, it's Hayes, Thompson, and Wilson. I don't know if you remember any of those guys. Calhoun has just been brought in. He is a lefty. He's facing the righty Carter. I don't have any righties in the bullpen at this point. So it is what it is. So here's the pitch. It's 2D6 for this game. That's going to be a 43. A 43 is a pop-up middle infield. Shortstop Aguayo calls off Samuel. And that's one away. Big out. Huge out for Calhoun. Now it's Strawberry. Darryl Strawberry. Always a force to contend with. So Calhoun's going to get the sign from Parrish, and they are going to, what are they going to do with Strawberry? They're going to have to pitch to him. Bases are loaded. There's nothing else to do here. You just don't want to put one right down the plate, right down the middle, because he will crush it. Here's the pitch, and that is a 45, and a 45 is a base on balls 5-6. He is a 4, so that's going to be a fly ball, shallow fly ball to left center field, and nobody's going to tag up on this. F7, so 2 outs now. And 2 outs. And we go to Kevin McReynolds. Bases loaded. 2 outs. You've got Hernandez at first, Miller at second, Wilson at third, and McReynolds is the actually Hernandez is the tying run and McReynolds is the go-ahead run. So a grand slam here would give the Mets a 9-8 lead. That would be crazy. And we got a 41, which will be a fly ball, deep right field. Back goes Wilson to the track, to the wall, and he makes the catch. Holy smokes. I thought that was it. Thought that was gone, but no. Goes Oppo. McReynolds goes Oppo. But deep, but it's caught. So McDowell is in there. He's normally the closer, but I'm still in this game, so I brought in my closer for a couple of innings. He had a 1-2-3, top of the 7th. Here he is in the top of the 8th, facing Darren Dalton. Bottom of the order. Pitch, it's a 24. And that, against a righty, that's going to be line base hit for Dalton. So that's a single for Dalton. He's on at first. Next is Aguayo. Going to just swing away here. Here's the pitch, and that is a 25. Now, this is a T15, H hit by pitch 62, and a line out. What does that mean? That means up to 15, it's a triple. Then beyond 15, all the way up to 62, it's a hit by pitch. Beyond 62, it would be a line out. And then I would have to roll to see if it's a double play because there's nobody out. And there's a runner on first, right? Here's the pitch, or whatever the roll. And that is going to be, Guayo gets plunked. That hit him. And you can tell he's in some sort of pain there. The trainer's going to go out and check up on him, but that puts runners on first and second. And what's going on? Clean single. All right. Hit by pitch. All right, and that brings up the relief pitcher Calhoun, who is going to bat and is going to bunt. He is a 3, so the infield is in at the corners, and that is going to be a 6. That's 2 strikes on Calhoun. He's going to try it again. He's a 1, and that is going to be a fielder's choice. Goes back to the pitcher. He's going to throw to Johnson, actually Santana covering at third for a fielder's choice. Ground ball 1-5. Runner at second out. Let's see if I did that right. Yes, I did. So it's first and second now with 1 out. So that bunt attempt by Calhoun fails. I don't have the pitching to bring in a pinch hitter there. Here's Thompson, Bill Thompson, McDowell gets the sign from Carter, the pitch, and that is a 24, and a 24 is going to be against a right-hander. That's going to be a base hit, and that's in the gap. That's going to score 1, and Calhoun will go to third. So it's going to be a 1B double star, and the Phillies are back in business, first and third. They score a run. That's 9-5 now, and it is Samuel at the plate. Mets are going to have to bring the corners in middle halfway. Here's the pitch, and that's a 26, and against a lefty that would be a single. Otherwise it's popped up right side, and Hernandez and Miller, and it's Hernandez who calls him off, makes the catch, and that was a high pop-up to the right side. Hernandez backed up onto the outfield grass and waited for it, made the catch. So that's 2 outs, a big out for McDowell. And here is Hayes the lefty. McDowell gets the sign from Carter. He's ready. Here's the pitch. And that is a 55. And a 55 is a home run on a 6. McDowell is a 2, so no home run. Then you look at the forward slash. On the other side of the forward slash is a deep fly ball to right field. Strawberry backing up and makes the catch, and that retires the side. Holy smokes. That 55 is a danger. F9. All right. So the Mets only give up 1 run here. That they trail by 4 runs, 9-5. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Calhoun is still pitching. He will pitch to Howard Johnson, who is a switch hitter, a 43, a base on balls 3-6, and he is a 4, so that falls into the 3. So base on balls for Calhoun is a 4, so that falls within 3-6. And there is a stolen base, green shading there, so we're going to have to talk about that in a second. So let me put him on base on a base on balls. So he is on base on a base on balls. Now, what does that mean? That means that, do I have him steal 4 runs down late in the game? No. So I'm going to override that and just have the first base coach talk to him and say, hey, we're not stealing here. Santana's up. Here's the pitch, and that's a 61, which should be a strikeout. 1-6. He has a 4. That's a swing and a miss. Slider down and away. Gets him chasing. So Santana strikes out. And now we have a pinch hitter situation, and we're going to pinch hit for McDowell here. Who are we going to grab? We are going to call Barry Lyons, the big lion. All right, he's ready. He's ready to roll. And Calhoun gets the sign from Parrish. He's ready. Runner on first. Not going anywhere, down by 4 runs. Here's the pitch, and that is a 46, which will be a ground ball to the third baseman. Schmidt goes to Samuel. The throw to first, not in time. So it's going to be a fielder's choice. A G5-4. They get the runner at second. And now it's going to be Mookie Wilson with 2 outs. Lyons is at first now. Here's the pitch, and that's a 44, which will be a base on balls 4-6, and that's ball 4. He walks. So that puts the tying, actually a tying run is on deck. Hernandez on deck, and it's Keith Miller at the plate right here. Calhoun is already tired, so let's go to the bullpen. Let's see what we can pull out of there. We can even go to our closer at this point. Let's see. Let's grab a closer. We're going to grab, who is the closer? Digital Diamond Baseball tells me it's Bedrosian. Bedrosian's going to come in, and he will be ready to close it out, even though it's only the 8th inning, but there are 2 outs in the 8th inning. So I'm going to grab the card. You get all the cards with this game. So if you like to do those for $20, you get all the cards, and you can do all the actual lineup, as played lineup replays as you would like. All right, so Bedrosian comes in. He is their closer. He was 5-3, 40 saves, 89 innings pitched, 283 ERA. We're doing demo game 3. I have to say that very carefully. Keith Miller can hit. This boy played for the Mets for 25 games, batted .370. In our replay, he He's on fire. Keith Miller, he's batting .591 in 22 at bats. He's 13 for 22 with 2 doubles. That's hilarious. All right, here's a pitch. And that's going to be a 26, which will be against a lefty. He is not. So that's popped up right side. That'll be the third out. P3. So a 26 says line left-handed hitter single. If he's facing a left-handed pitcher, it's a single. So, but it's not. It's a right-handed. So, all right. So Schmidt is up, and who do we got? Let's see. Let's bring somebody in. We're going to bring in Terry Leach. Can go 1 inning for us. He's yellow, so maybe I should avoid him. Randy Myers. Who else do I have? Sisk. Everybody else is either orange or red. I'm going to bring in Randy Myers. So Randy Myers will come in to get this 1 inning. Let's see if the Mets can come back. Okay, Randy Myers is a hit 2, walk 3, home run 2, and a strikeout 8. That means he gets, I think he gets a couple of numbers. He gets like 14 and 15 as strikeouts. I gotta double check that, but we'll see if I remember that. Here we go. He's a left-hander, by the way. Mike Schmidt now at the plate. Top of the 9th. The Phillies lead at 9-5. This is a demo 26 against a lefty line base hit. All right. Oop. Keith Miller already batted. So this is a single for Schmidt. Rips one. And next up, Glenn Wilson. Pitch, and that's a 21, which will be a fly ball center field, shallow. Wilson comes in, makes the catch. So that'll be an F8 for out number 1. Lance Parrish is next. Myers gets the sign from Carter. There's the pitch, and that is a 33. A 33 is a 3-6 single. And what was Myers? Myers was a 2 hit. So that's going to be a line drive hit to left field, and McReynolds positioned perfectly makes the catch for out number 2. So there is that interaction. You see, it tells you right here, and then you look at the pitcher rating, and then that's how you play this game. So there's a lot of interaction between the pitcher and the batter. Here's Darren Dalton with 2 outs. Darren Dalton today is 1 for 4. Pitch, and that's a 51. That's an error roll on the second baseman. Now that is Keith Miller. He made a lot of errors at second base, and that's going to be an error here. He boots it, a ground ball, and it's through his legs. And Schmidt will stop at second base. It's going to be an E4. And here's Luis Aguayo. Myers gets the sign from Carter. Looks at Schmidt at second. Dalton is on at first. There's 2 outs. We're in the top of the 9th. Phillies lead it 9-5. And it's a 14. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop, Santana. He flips to Miller, and that is the force. And that is the inning. All right, last licks for the Mets. Let's see what they can do. Who's going to lead off? Keith Hernandez is going to lead off. It's Bedrosian, the closer for the Phillies. And let's do it. Last inning. This is demo game 3. Here's the pitch to Keith Hernandez. It's a 44, and that's going to be a base on balls 4-6. Let's look at Bedrosian. He's a 3, so it's going to be a bouncer to shortstop. Aguayo up with it. Fires to first in time. 1 away. Gary Carter's next. 1 out. Mets are down by 4. Here's the pitch, and that is a 32, and a 32 is going to be a 2-6 single. Bedrosian is a 2, and that's a ground ball, and that's through for a base hit. Past the diving Aguayo into left field. So Carter is on at first with a single. 1 out, 1 on. And it's Darryl Strawberry. Bedrosian gets the line, gets the sign from Parrish. Here's the pitch, and that's a 41. That's a base on balls 1-6. That falls, his 3, Bedrosian's 3 falls within that 1-6. That's ball 4. Runners on first and second. Tying run would be on deck right now. And who is on deck? Hojo. Holy smokes. Hojo, I think, has a home run in this game as well. 2 for 3 right now from McReynolds today. McReynolds batting 283. His actual batting average for that season was 276. I'm in game 62, 1/3 of the way through the season in my replay. Kevin McReynolds now steps to the box, bats from the right side, and Bedrosian gets the sign from Parrish. Here's the pitch, and that is a 12, and that's going to be line base hit single, and we are going to hold Carter unless he's reckless. Nope, he is. Carter better not be reckless. No, he's going to hold up. Not going to try to score him here in this situation. All right, bases are loaded. Could have tried to score him, but we're going to hold him up. And if he's a reckless runner, he would run through that, by the way. He would run through that. Johnson, and then we'd have to check the assist. Johnson. Actually, no, I could even if he's a reckless runner, I think on that one I could hold him up. It would have to be an R on the result of the batter. An R within a circle for him to be for that feature to take effect, where he's a reckless runner and the reckless sign comes up and he runs through the sign, and he basically, you have to roll to see if he's safe or out. All right, so Hojo with the bases loaded, he is the tying run at the plate against Bedrosian. Bedrosian is on the cusp of being tired, and that's going to put me into a tough situation because I am used up in that bullpen for the Phillies. Let's see what happens. This is a good game. That's why I came back on here and did a demo game 3 tutorial. And I said that the Mets, earlier in the game, if you watch my demo game 2 tutorial, you'll see me say, yeah, this Met team has the tendency to come back from big deficits. At one time, they were down 7-0, and now it's 9-5. They have the bases loaded, 1 out, and their home run, their power hitter, Hojo, who's got a home run in this game. He's got 3 RBIs on the season. He's hit 14 home runs in the simulation, but in that season, in '87, he had 36 home runs. All right, let's see what happens. Here's the pitch from Bedrosian, and that is a 25. Listen to that, hit by pitch up to 24. So let's see. Otherwise, it's going to be a line out, and it could be a 21, and that's a hit by pitch, and that's going to force in a run. Holy smokes! So the tying run is now at first base. The tying run is at first base, and Johnson, who can fly, and it's going to be Rafael Santana. Who do I have to pinch hit? I don't have a lot of guys left because I've been pinch hitting since the 2nd inning. Let's see what we got here to pinch hit. Who do we got? Let me look at the bench. Digital Diamond Baseball brings everything up and tells me it's amazing. It's amazing. Helps me get through these seasons because I couldn't keep track of all this. I've got 10, 12, 15 projects going at once. All right, so who do we got here available? We got Lenny Dykstra, and I was going to use him early, and I said no. And I have Magadan. I have 2 lefties. But I don't have another shortstop. Magadan can play. Wait, let's see what Magadan plays. Magadan can play third base, first base. Hojo can play shortstop. You know what? I'm going to go to the bench. Magadan batted 216. I'm going to bring in Lenny Dykstra in this situation. Let Magadan pinch hit for the pitcher who's next. All right, here goes. Lenny Dykstra. Let's grab his card. He's ready. All right, what do we do here with the situation? Dykstra. All right, there's something frozen here. Let's see what froze on me. Please wait, it says. Okay, I'm trying to... Oh, I see. What's going on? Hold on a second. Okay, Lenny Dykstra is ready. He is ready. He's ready to roll. Bases are loaded. There's 1 out. Mets trail by 3, 9-6. It is the bottom of the 9th here at Shea Stadium, beautiful downtown Queens, right off the Grand Central Parkway, right next to the Flushing Park, where they hold the U.S. Open. And let's do this. Let's see what happens. Lenny Dykstra. Lenny Dykstra batted .285 with 10 home runs in pretty much a full season. almost 500 plate appearances. He had 37 doubles though, so he hits doubles. Here's the pitch, and we're gonna wave Johnson around if there's an opportunity here. Here's the pitch. That's a 62, which unfortunately is gonna be a 2-6, and then he strikes him out. And Lenny swings at a high fastball and chases it, trying to hit a grand slam here for a walk-off. Gave us an exciting split second there, and here is the pitcher, Randy Myers, and we're going to have to pinch hit for him as well. And that is going to be, we're going to bring in, who do we say? Magadan. Another lefty, Magadan. Bedrosian's still in there. Let me see. Bedrosian may be tired at this point. He's gone 9. We're going to have to, I don't even think he should have pitched to, all right, let's see. Hold on. Let's get Magadan in there. And then we're gonna have to, I don't think we can use Bedrosian anymore. He's already tired. Yeah, he's tired. So we're going to go with, so we're going to have to pull him in favor of somebody else. I don't know who. Let's take a quick look. Bedrosian. Okay, who do we got? We got a spot long middle guy. We got Shane Raleigh, but he's in the rotation. We've got a setup guy named Kent DeCulvey. Kent DeCulvey is going to come in. All right. Did I bring him in? No, I did not bring him in. What did I just do? I just clicked on his name. That's all I did. Like if the thing could read my mind. All right. Where is DeCulvey now? There he is. And he's going to come into the 9th spot. There's no way the Mets are going to tie this up. There's just no way. They're down to their last batter. Down to their last out. Kent DeCulvey. Where is he? Great little game. A lot of exciting game replays like this one constantly. Where is DeCulvey? Where is he? Let's see. Having trouble finding DeCulvey. This will happen every so often. You get all the players. I haven't used DeCulvey up to this point. I think we've played them before. Played the Phillies once before this season. Once or twice before. But you get every player, so he's in here somewhere. Just the issue is just finding him. There he is. All right, Kent DeCulvey's going to come in. And he is a 3.223. So he's pretty good. Had a 3.08 ERA, 105 innings, 3 saves, 6 and 4. So he's a setup guy. He's going to be facing the lefty, Magadan. So righty versus lefty. And let's see what happens here. This is the Mets are down to their last out with the bases loaded. They trailed by 3 runs here in the bottom of the 9th. And here's the pitch. And that is a 46. And a 46 is going to be a 1-6 base on balls, and he's got a 2, so that falls into the 1-6. That's ball 4, and that's going to force in another run. Holy smokes. Oh, boy. The crowd is on the edge of their seats here, and here comes Mookie Wilson. Mookie Wilson with the bases loaded. Mookie Wilson hit 9 home runs, 19 doubles, 7 triples in 425 plate appearances. He batted .299. with a .359. I think that's the on-base percentage. I'm not sure if that's the slugging or the on-base percentage. Yeah, that's the on-base percentage. And the slugging is the .455. All right, Wilson. Bases loaded. Kent DeCulvey. You got Magadan at first. You got Johnson, the tying run at second base. It's 9-7 now. It's 9-13-0 for the Phillies, 7-13-1 for the Mets. And this is it. This is the last roll. Possibly. Let's see what happens. And that's going to be a 36, and a 36 is a double if his hit is within 3-6, and his hit rating is a 3. That's a drive, and the game is tied. But we're going to try to win it. Let's see Magadan. Let's see if we can try to win it here. Magadan. Where's Magadan? So the game is tied. That's going to drive, and that's going to fall in there. And holy smokes, what did I tell you guys? Where is Magadan? What did I do with this guy? There he is. He's a Z. Oh, okay, he's a Z. So he's a slow dude. So he's going to be at a negative. We're going to hold him up. We're going to hold him up. So that's a drive in the gap, and that drops in there. Nobody gets it. Coming around to score is Johnson from second base. The game is tied at 9 apiece. Holy smokes, on a 3-6, and usually in these situations I double check. 3 to 6 double. So if the pitcher in his hit column has a 3 to a 6, and he has a 3, and had he had a 2, it wouldn't be. It would have been an out. It would have been a line drive to left field, but instead, it is a double to left center field, and Wilson drives in the tying run, 2 RBI double, and Magadan is going to hold up at third base. So it's a double. And wow, that's all I got to tell you. Now it's Keith Miller, and they're going to walk. Man, how do you not walk a guy who bats 373? Now, I don't think he had any intentional walks in the season because it says IBB 0, whereas Hernandez, the next batter, has 8. Because this is the thing, they don't know that this guy is going to end up batting 373 after 57 plate appearances. They don't know that. So that's why he's not getting any intentional walks. They just figure, okay, this guy just came up from the minors. You know, he's got a questionable defense. He has a questionable glove, very high error rate on ground balls, and not on throws. On throws, he didn't make any bad throws, but he had trouble holding on to the ball when it was hit to him. So in reality, they probably wouldn't walk this guy. You know, and that's why a lot of times, I try to play with the vision of what's going on in the game at the time. And why would I bring in a pitcher with a 5 ERA, right? Well, because maybe at that time of the season, he only had one bad outing and he's had several good outings, and his ERA is not 5 yet. His ERA is maybe 3.61. Right? So I kind of try to go by the roster and use the guys in the rosters, as realistically as possible. But that's the question. What do I do here? What do you say I should do? Should I walk Miller to pitch to Hernandez, which is unrealistic? It's not. They didn't do that during the season. In this case, I have the results of the finale of the season, which is really, it's almost like having, knowing what's going to happen before it happens, and that's unrealistic. So I'm going to actually pitch to Keith Miller in this situation. All right, just because of that. And here's the pitch. And that's a 34. That's going to be a single. If it's a 4 to 6, he has a 3. So that's going to be a ground ball, second base, Samuel over to first, and that retires the side. But the game is tied. Holy cannoli. That's all I can tell you. Holy cannoli.